Hi everybody, and welcome to my first Pokemon team strategy guide. In this video I'm going to be discussing the team that I used in battles 1 through 14 of my Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle series. And obviously the team has changed a little bit throughout that time, so I'm going to be talking about the final version of the team here, which I consider to be the best version of the team. So, I really wanted to do this just to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at my team and go over the strategy behind it. You know, everything from movesets to items to natures to EV and IV spreads, abilities, really everything about the team. So, you guys can really understand the logic behind this team. So that said, we are going to get started. I divided the team into two halves, the special attack half and the physical attack half. So we're going to get started then with the special attack half. So, for starters, we're going to talk about Gengar. In my opinion, Gengar is the best OU Pokemon in the history of this game. Just great typing, great move pool, you know, great base stats. Really just all-around great Pokemon. Can't say enough good things about this guy, and you can't really ask for anything more out of a Pokemon than this thing gives you. So, just great Pokemon all around. I built an attacking Gengar, so the nature is modest, and the EVs are max special attack and speed, with the last few EVs thrown in HP. The ability is Levitate, kind of because it has to be, but also because it's very useful. And the item is Focus Sash. I feel that complements Gengar the best of any item, just because it does tend to go down in one shot more often than not. So the Sash works very well with it to give it a little extra life and a little extra lasting power. The moveset from top to bottom is Dazzling Gleam. That's really on there just because I needed somebody on the team to know a fairy move, and Gengar was the only one who could, so by default it got the fairy move, Dazzling Gleam. It is a very good move though, good power, very good accuracy, and good coverage as well. So that's that. Focus Blast is very good as well. Used to be a staple on Gengar, but not so much anymore. But I still like to use it for great power and great coverage. The accuracy is a little shaky, but that means I usually only use it when I have to, but still very much worth using. Shadow Ball is the most staple move on any Gengar build. Great power with stab, great accuracy, and great coverage. And then Giga Drain is kind of my own personal preference on here. A lot of people would use something different, like Thunderbolt, for example, but I didn't really need another one of my team to know an electric move, so I wanted to put a grass move on Gengar again, because it was the only one who could know one. So, I chose Giga Drain over Energy Ball, though, because I would find a lot of times entry hazards like Stealth Rock would ruin the Focus Sash on Gengar. So with Giga Drain, I have the opportunity to reactivate that Sash, which is very useful and has worked out very well for me. So it really just balances out Gengar and the team in general very well. So next up is Jolteon, and it is very similar to Gengar in a lot of ways. It's a little faster and a little less powerful, but nonetheless trained for special attack and speed as well, with the remaining few points thrown in HP. The ability is Volt Absorb because it has to be, but also because it's very good and useful as well. The nature is Modest as well, and the item is Life Orb, just to give the attacks an extra kick. Again, this is an attack set, so the move set is basically the 4 best attacking moves with different types that Jolteon can know to maximize its coverage. So that's really the reason behind Signal Beam. Shadow Ball, same thing. Thunderbolt is really the go-to move on the set. You're using that most of the time. Great power, great coverage, great accuracy, and then with Stab it's even better. And then the hidden power is Ice, which does provide great coverage as well. So I think Jolteon is a very underrated Pokemon. It is one of my personal favorites. It's very cool and just very strong and very useful. It's a great late game special sweeper, at least in my experience anyway. So it is just a great Pokemon to have all around. So then, to finish off the special side of the team, we have Goodra. Now, I just want to start off by saying that, in my opinion, Goodra is one of the most underrated Pokemon in this game right now. It is a tremendous, tremendous Pokemon in every sense of the word. I don't for the life of me know why this thing doesn't see more play, but anyway, it is Modest again, trained for special attack and special defense with the last few points thrown in HP, and the item is Assault Vest to further its special defense power. The base special defense on this thing is absolutely amazing, so when you combine that with the special defense training and the assault vest, this thing is very, very difficult to take down. It can easily survive multiple special attacks with no problem whatsoever. It is very good. All of its base stats are actually very good though as well. Its speed is actually very high for something that's used as a wall, so it is a great Pokemon. The move pool is very wide as well. As you can see, Dragon Pulse is obvious just for power and coverage, and Stab as well. Thunderbolt, same thing, power and coverage, and then Flamethrower is more power and coverage. Sludge Bomb is a personal favorite of mine for Goodra, only because a lot of times people will try to switch fairies in on this thing thinking I'm using Dragon Pulse, but if I'm predicting that switch into the fairy, I can get the drop on them with Sludge Bomb, which has happened many times and is very, very effective. So just to combat fairies, Sludge Bomb is very useful. I actually had Sludge Wave for a while, but I replaced it because Sludge Bomb is only a little less powerful and it has a much higher chance of poisoning the target. So just a better choice all around, I think. And Goodra is just a phenomenal Pokemon all around, in my opinion. So that pretty much sums that up, as well as the special half of the team. So next I'm going to move on to the physical half and start with Swampert. Now, Swampert is, again, in my opinion, one of the best tanks in the game right now. The typing is just amazing, and, you know, the base stats are awesome as well, and move pool is very good as well, too. It's trained for physical attack and HP, so the item is Leftovers, which will make him survive even longer in battle. A great item for any tank to have. And then the move set from top to bottom. Hammer Arm is power and coverage. Earthquake, same thing, except for that gets Stab as well. which makes it even stronger. Ice Punch, more power and coverage, and then Waterfall is more power and coverage, except for that gets Stab as well. So, pretty simple but effective strategy here behind that. And Swampert is just very, very useful. It can easily survive multiple hits. Really the only way you're going to take this thing down in one shot is with a grass move, which you can avoid most of the time. So this guy is just great Pokemon all around. Next up is Agron, and Agron is the Mega of the team. As you can see, the item is the Agronite. It is trained for physical attack and defense. So, very, very, very underrated Pokemon, again, in my opinion. It has all the tools to be very, very effective. Great base stats. The Mega turns into a pure Steel type, which is great typing. It gains the ability Filter when it Mega evolves, which cuts the damage from all super effective attacks. So very, very, very useful in helping it survive. Also, when it Mega evolves, its base defense stat becomes tied with a couple other Pokemon for the highest in the game. So just a tremendous physical wall, the best in the game in my opinion. And then we have the move set, which is Superpower, which is power and coverage. Earthquake, more of the same, power and coverage. Same for Stone Edge, power and coverage. And then Iron Head is also power and coverage with Stab too. So pretty straightforward move set for him. So finally, we have Talonflame. I know Talonflame is incredibly common in the game right now, but rightfully so. It is very, very good, very effective. The main reason for my using of Talonflame on this team is balance. Its typing and moveset balances the team out very well. It is trained for physical attack and speed, with the last few points thrown into HP. It is adamant, as were all the other physical attack Pokemon on the team, which I forgot to mention when we were going over, but they were all adamant as well. The item is Choice Band, just to give the attacks more power. This thing is not that strong, so Choice Band is a perfect item for it, in my opinion. The move set from top to bottom, U-turn is for scouting and getting a little damage off at the same time. Flare Blitz is power and coverage plus Stab, obviously. Brave Bird, same thing, power, coverage, and Stab, but it also gets priority with the ability Gale Wings. So really, really strong force to be reckoned with there. That's the big reason why so many people use this thing, is that combination there. And then Steel Wing is just kind of there because it's the next best attack move it can know. And being Choice Banded, I really couldn't justify putting a status move like Will-O-Wisp or Roost on here. So Steel Wing is just kind of there. It has come in handy once or twice, but usually not going to be used. So, but Talonflame is just a great Pokemon all around, and it provides a lot of balance for the team. So, that is pretty much it for the team. Again, really the overall strategy here of the team is just all-out attack. That's my personal favorite strategy to use while playing this game, so that's how I constructed this team. So it is going to be hard to put this team down. I do very much enjoy using this team, but I feel like we do have to change it up to keep things interesting. So from this point forth, I am going to be putting this team on the shelf and using a different team in the future. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching again, everybody. As always, feel free to like and or comment on the video, as well as subscribe to my channel. And please, with this video, feel extra free to leave comments about the strategy that I've discussed, and tell me what you like about it, what you didn't like about it, how you feel about the team chemistry, really anything. You know, I enjoy hearing feedback from other players who appreciate the game like I do, so feel free to do so. And stay tuned for next time. I will be posting new battle videos soon featuring my new team. So that's all for now, and we will see you next time.